everyone, and welcome back to the Losers Lounge podcast here, wherever you're listening, whatever time you're listening. Oh, it feels good to be back on the air. I'll tell you guys, like, we've had a little bit of a break after the Rumble, just, not much had been happening, just things, just nice and chill sort of thing, but, we are back into it, and back to talking a little bit of the road to WrestleMania, as we are talking Elimination Chamber, or for our viewers in Germany, No Escape, which, yes, that is what it's actually called there, but still, I mean, I'll tell you, the Chamber's always a fun time, it always is, even if sometimes that fun time can involve, well, ridiculous shit, but it's in Chicago, it's gonna be a good time, and we're all ready to talk about it. So, let's get to it. First things first, in terms of the introductions, I gotta introduce probably one of the longest serving members of our group, the regular of regulars, alright. He is the heelest of Balors, HeelBalor!
Ladies and gentlemen, the heelest of Balors is back on the YouTube, and we're back on the Losers Lounge podcast. It's been a while since you've seen all of us. It's been a while. Like Tyler said, we've been laying low. We've been chilling, taking care of stuff, but we're back just in time for the Elimination Chamber, and it's looking pretty good. It is looking pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, can't wait to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is definitely... I'm kind of shocked how the build has led to an actually decent card, so... yeah, kind of surprising, but is what it is. Of course, I'm definitely gonna need a fair bit of help with this show, so... of course, we gotta call on in our man, the Skull King, Beast Mode 9000!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is I, the Skull King, Beast Mode 9000, back here on the Losers Lounge podcast to not only talk about Mr. Lemmy Chambles, the Elimination Chamber, but it's also episode 160 of the Losers Lounge podcast. We are only 7 episodes away from, well, 6.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know the rest. Yeah. Anyway, so we're here to talk about the Elimination Chamber in Chicago, that toddling town, as Frank Sinatra once said. I cannot wait to talk about it. It is a stacked goddamn card, and I think there's one match that Will and I are very much looking forward to, but we will get to that later.
Oh, yeah, that one I know for a fact is going to be a good one to talk about. I know this person has a lot of things to say when it comes to this show. Quite possibly the ultimate Godzilla fan that we know. That, of course, being Leo the Phenom.
Hello, everybody. I am coming to you live outside the Losers Lounge on location at possibly one Dirty Dom Mysterio's favorite place to eat in the world. By God, I'm at Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's! Cane's!
Yeah, by
That's
God.
gotta be Kane!
Yeah, we are talking Elimination Chamber. We got 4 matches and something special to get through before we get to that. But as we do it, I will be munching and crunching.
Fair
Pause.
enough. I mean, fair enough.
Munching and crunching on Mike Hawk.
No relation to Tony.
Yeah, Tony Hawk, Mike Hawk.
Yeah.
We got Mike Hawk and then Hawk to it. That's what we
Oh, Lord. Folks, this is what you come to expect from us, as ever. Oh, man, but...
so, shall we get to proceedings?
I think we shall, and before we get to...
But before we do, there's just one thing going into the show. A big question that needs to be asked.
Yes?
And that is, if I can quote, the Oscar-winning film 7, it's in the box!
Oh, yes. What's in the box? This is the question that
Turn the books.
Yeah, this is the question that has been going across this entire show. Out of nowhere, this thing has come around, and yeah, it's quite interesting. So, on a random episode of Raw in the build to the chamber, a mysterious box appeared about the size of, like, a person sort of thing. Like, quite a big box.
About the size of Mike Hawk.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a big box. It is a very big box. And it had the date.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I mean,
Smack the shit out of you.
I mean, it's got the day of the chamber on it, so it's very much for the chamber. Pierce handed it to Aldis. Aldis handed it back to Pierce, and now Aldis and Pierce are gonna open it together, apparently. So, yeah, this is gonna be interesting, I suppose. I mean, the whole mystery angle is quite an interesting way to drop the hype, but oh boy, HeelBalor, I'll start with you with this one. What do you make of this mystery box, and what do you think is in the box?
Do you remember the freaking the mysterious egg at Survivor Series 2021? 2021 or 2022? Was it?
2021, because that was the year where,
2021, okay.
yeah, that was the show where
The
Vince,
year,
The Rock.
yeah, the golden egg.
The golden egg, yeah.
yeah,
All that shit. It's giving me that vibe, honestly. When I first saw the box, I was like, what are we doing? So I teased on Twitter that it could be the Big Show. That's my first freaking thing. I was like, it's the Big Show. And they signed to AEW. I'm like, this is big enough to hold a person. Or God forbid the old man walks out. I'm back, bitches. Oh God, please, no. No. Fuck him.
I arrived in a box because I crashed my Bentley.
damn.
So true. So when I saw the box, honestly, I was like, okay, this is going to lead to something hopefully good, I guess. Keep expectations low. Do you want me to say who I think is going to be in the box? Because I got a pretty good idea who it might be.
Yeah, sure.
I know people are expecting maybe Chris Jericho or maybe John Cena in the box. It'd be pretty funny. John Cena just pops up. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Or any wacky stuff that they could pull out. I honestly think it's Danhausen. Danhausen debuting, and it'll be like, very nice, very evil, and all that. That's honestly who I think is in the box. If it's not a person, I have no idea what else could be. Could be Triple H and a sledgehammer for all we know. I have no idea, but I think it's Danhausen in the box, and he's going to debut.
Yeah, that's a fair way to look at it for sure there. Beast, I'll go with you next. What do you make of this mystery box, and who do you think is in the box?
Well, as Jim Cornette once said, that anything that comes out of a box is instantly over. It's fucking stupid. It's actually dumb. I'm not a fan of this goddamn angle. As more of, I say an old school guy, I've got some of an old school mindset. I like keeping up kayfabe even though it's dead. I like some of the old territory stuff too, but I also like my flippy shit and hardcore stuff and bloodletting and all that. This is a little too circusy for me. It's a little too corny for me. I'm not a fan of that at all. Who do I think's in the box, man? I don't know. It's the band that did the Thorn in Your Eye song from Monday Night Raw because they fucking had a line. It's my life in a box and I'm poop and pee or whatever they fucking said. Fucking too much dark and not enough sky. Why am I the thorn in your balls? Whatever the fuck they were talking about. I don't know who the fuck's in a box. I mean, it could be Chris Jericho. I could see that and fucking break the walls down on his Jericho and everybody collectively sighs and I'll be actually upset. It's justice for Kylie Ray. Fuck Chris Jericho. Or I could see Danhausen. Danhausen would be cool. I met Danhausen before. Big shouts out Danhausen. He's super rad. I would prefer it to be Danhausen if it's anybody. Because I don't want to see Chris Jericho come back. I think he should just retire and hang it up. No, absolutely. It's not 1999 anymore. Get out of our company. But if it's anybody, it should be Danhausen. If it's not Danhausen, then And he's going to open it up, and it's going to be me throwing it back Mike Hawk style. I don't know, dude. Like, it's going to be somebody. I don't know. Probably Danhausen.
I think that's probably a good way to look at there. Leo, what do you make of this whole mystery box thing, and who do you think's in the box?
I have no idea. I have 3 possibilities. I don't like any of them. Number 1 is just something to advertise for WrestleMania. That they just open it up and like, oh, a sponsor. Like, holy shit, we're gonna get Minute Maid sponsoring WrestleMania again. Or by God, it's a bunch of Snickers. They're sponsoring WrestleMania for the, what has it been, like 12th year in a row?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of like people dressed as Snickers and they run out. Like, it'd be stupid.
Yeah.
Or is it like a giant
God.
poker chip because they're in Las Vegas?
Oh
Yeah,
God.
yeah, it's just a bunch of people in Snickers outfit, and then Otis shows up. He's like, "Oh yeah," he just chases them to eat.
Oh, Lord.
Option 2 is just Triple H again, and he just like, "Well, we're in a brand new era. Like, we're gonna bring something special, for WrestleMania.
How
It's
many
this
times does he
big
say it?
thing." I don't know. I don't know. Every time he speaks, he just sounds constipated.
Or he'll like it'll might be him and he might announce the attendance for the chamber, which would be dumb. Like, I could also see that
Why
happening.
why you gonna put yourself in a box just to show up at the chamber? Like, fucking hell. And then option 3, we've said it's not gonna be Chris Jericho himself, but they're gonna open the box. It's just gonna focus on Pearson, Nick Aldis, like looking intrigued, and then inside it's just the stand, and it's all Chris Jericho's old write up leather jacket, teasing that he's coming back. I don't like any of these options, but those are the ones that I can see happening.
Yeah. It is a really complicated thing when it comes to this box thing, because on the one hand, it's like they're trying to drum up hype for Mania season. That's what they're doing, because let's be honest here, people. News has been breaking that, like,
There is
overall,
no hype for WrestleMania.
yeah, overall, like, there's not really much hype for the show, and ticket sales are plummeting, so they're trying to drum up hype in some way. And
Oh, tickets are plummeting. Here's an option. How about you don't cost people a freaking down payment to just to attend the show?
Exactly.
yeah, like, I don't get it myself. Like, what the hell, WWE? Like, what the hell? Stop trying to be fucking UFC. Seriously, stop trying that shit.
Like, I went to Mania 5 years ago. Between the 2 nights, I spent a combined $550 for two different tickets for the 2 nights. How is it that $500 is not doesn't even get you a bleacher seat?
That's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous when it comes to it. God.
I
But
know it's Vegas and Vegas is expensive, but come on.
yeah, like, it is ridiculous. But very much this whole boxing is trying to drum up interest in Mania sort of thing. So what do I think is probably gonna be in the box? Well, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't think it's going to be an actual wrestler. Cause oh my god. I thought about this a while back when they were doing the whole boxing, but this is something I remembered from, like, one of Adam Blampier's booking videos many years ago, being like, when it came to the anomalous Raw general manager, you don't want to be the anomalous Raw general manager. You don't want to be seen as, like, a coward to hide in that sort of sense and that kind of thing. So it would make sense for someone like Michael Cole for that. So, yeah, but Yeah, I don't think people are gonna let down who. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. Like, I don't think it should be an actual wrestler because you are not going to be laying down in your career that you were the guy in the box. Like 100%. So, who do I think is gonna be in the box? I think it is going to be a statue. Like, not a trophy. Not a trophy. I don't think it's going to be any form of trophy for a tournament or whatever. But I think it's going to be some kind of big statue sort of thing. And I think it's going to be what leads to the announcement of John Cena going into the Hall of Fame by having the box be a statue of John Cena. A nice big statue, like what they've done in the past, or like talent over the years, like the legend sort of thing, how they always like to make these statues sort of thing. I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna reveal a nice big statue for Cena and have a little plaque below it saying Hall of Fame Class of 2026 type deal. I mean, I think it would be nice if they could do it. I mean, hey, the idea of having like Cena and AJ in the Hall of Fame in the same year, that would be nice. That would be really
But if
nice.
that's the case, instead of it being him in the Hall of Fame, you know what it could do?
What's that?
Instead, instead, they finally get rid of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and instead, on either night of WrestleMania, a John Cena Memorial Trophy, they and a major star, like top star, has an open challenge, and you just bring in somebody who's like from NXT or Evolves, like someone who's like doesn't get enough opportunities to get that chance on the big stage, like what Kurt Angle did for Cena when he debuted.
You know what? That's actually a really good idea. Like, I like that. I like that thinking. That could be pretty good. But yeah, realistically, I think with the Bucks, it's gonna be some kind of statue. Just some kind of nice big statue. And yeah, simple as that. Oh man, but I'll tell you, folks. I mean, look, that Bucks thing definitely is might gonna fall flat, sort of thing. But these matches, oh, I don't think they're gonna fall flat, cause all these matches are gonna be very damn good. And well, there are no non-title matches on this show, so I think we'll get to the title matches, and we'll start things off with the Women's Intercontinental Championship, as finally Becky Lynch will be defending the belt against AJ Lee. I don't think we really properly talked about AJ's return to WWE, but my God, is it so good to have her back. I mean, yes, the stuff they have been doing has been interesting, but overall, just having AJ back, it's just nice. It's just nice to have her back in the company doing stuff again. And even if it's more of a part-time role, this has been a lot of fun. Her story here with Becky has honestly been one of the better built things in WWE right now. Like, on main roster programming, this is one of the better built things. Which is kind of crazy to think about, but it really has been. It really has. And I think it just goes to show just the caliber of talent here with Becky and AJ. So, Leo, I'm going to start with you here. What do you make of Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee?
I mean, uh, I'm gonna be honest. But it's nice to have AJ back, but considering she's been gone for over 10 years, she's only had 2 matches since coming back, and they've been one tag team match where she teamed with her husband against Becky and Seth, and then she was in a multi-person War Games match where she didn't really do much except get the definitive win at the end. She hasn't really been able to showcase more what like she could do, considering she's been gone, she hasn't had a proper match in over a decade, and even then, when she was wrestling, she was just the best one out of a whole roster of basically talentless women that were named Natalia, Paige, or Naomi, when she wasn't even great that back then. She got better over time. But other than that, like, a crop of women that are in the field today. Sorry, she really needs to step up and get with them, because if she's still wrestling like it's 2013, 2014, she's gonna get lost. Do I expect this match to be great? Uh, no. Becky, she can pull a great match out of anyone. Well, okay, not everyone, but most people. And hopefully it's a good match. I can't say for sure who's gonna win. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a swing and say that it's gonna be Becky pulling off the cheap win with some heel tactic, causing AJ to lose. Either like blinding with the referee's back is turned, or like if the referee's gonna be just like a car, gonna be some conflict there, and then that way we're gonna get the proper rematch at WrestleMania.
I mean, that is definitely fair enough to look into that for sure. Like, I can definitely see that when it comes to it. HeelBalor, I'll go with you next. What do you make of AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch?
I'm really over this rivalry, to be honest with you. It's great to see AJ back in a wrestling ring after all these years. We all screamed, we cried, we had a great time with it. Trust me, we all did. But something really is just kind of off, I guess, and that's probably because she's part time. And I think what Leo said pretty much hits home. Like, she really start stepping it up, because these girls obviously are. I understand, oh, she's been gone for 10 years. I completely get that, but I feel like she needs to step it up a little more with the girls out there. Um, but not saying she's washed or not even close, but she just needs to step up a little bit. Um, with this whole match and rivalry, I just want it to be over with, because honestly, I just I'm kind of just over it. Um, it's been back and forth, back and forth. She returned at WrestlePalooza, and then she had the riot with Becky and all that kind of stuff, and then all that and stuff in the War Games match was pretty cool. Then she cost Becky the IC title. Then Becky won the IC title back, and now she's fighting for it and all that. I'm just kind of done with the rivalry. Who's gonna win? Uh, it could really go either way. But I think they're saving the big win for AJ at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Bex. And I'm not just saying because that's my girl, that's my fave. I still love AJ, and she's great. I could definitely see them giving a surprise win to AJ here, which I would not be upset about at all. But I feel like that Becky's going to cheat her way and just get out of there, and get the rematch at get AJ's going to get the rematch at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Bex.
That is very fair to look at for sure. Beast, I'll go with you here. What do you make of Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee?
Becky Lynch is not winning this match. Absolutely not. I have AJ Lee 100% because of AJ being a part-timer. I feel like they wanted this rivalry to end a while before this point, but because AJ is a part-timer, I should say, and she had her book tour that she was going on, they had to extend it, right? So I agree that this rivalry has gone on way too long. Becky's trying to build it just by herself on TV, which she's done pretty decent at because Becky's awesome. But there's only so much she can do when her opponent isn't there, because she has prerequisite stuff she's dealing with, and that's totally fine. I think that this rivalry has already run its course through no fault of the talent that is going to be wrestling in the match. Just because of the fact that AJ had her book tour and they couldn't ixnay the rivalry. They had to finish it, but they were like, well, we got to string this shit out because AJ's on her book tour, and we can't just like let it end on a wet fart. It'd be just I don't even know what the word is I want. Disappointing, I guess. Like they couldn't just ixnay it and retcon it. That's the word I was looking for. They couldn't just retcon the rivalry. So they had to string it out, and now we're here. And this is where I think AJ is going over, because I also think they kind of want to move on from AJ versus Becky. I think you're going to get AJ getting the IC title here, and she's going to go on a great reign, probably until Money in the Bank, and then lose it, and then maybe go back to, she's
Money in the
maybe
Bank's
won't be
like
on.
in September. Money in the Bank's in September.
Is it? I thought it was still in July.
Yeah. No, they moved it, bro. It's gonna be like
they
in September
moved
this
it.
year. Yeah, it's in September. That's a long reign.
Well,
Yeah.
never mind then. Maybe
Whatever
she'll hold it until the show after WrestleMania, right? Is that Backlash?
Backlash, yeah.
Okay. She'll hold it. Backlash. I'm not good enough to call Backlash. Base Joey Styles.
Backlash. Classic.
She'll hold it till Backlash and then lose it. And then she'll probably just become more of a part-timer again. And I'm not saying she'll be on TV every week as IC champ. Maybe every 2 weeks, because again, she's a part-timer. But she'll at least get that reign as IC champ that AJ fans like myself want, and people that are excited to see her come back, like myself and like a lot of other people, want to see her get a title reign. And I think she's going to get that here. Where's Becky going to go for this? I think at WrestleMania, she's going to wrestle Jessica Carr.
Oh,
I think that her and Jessica are going to grow their rivalry, and Jessica is going to step away from being a referee for maybe a match or two, and one of those matches being at WrestleMania. She's already a wrestler. She wrestles in Evolve. I think having Becky Lynch versus Jessica Carr at WrestleMania to then elevate Jessica Carr and have a lot of people get eyes on Jessica Carr and be like, oh shit, she wrestles too on the biggest stage, would really elevate Jessica's stock, not only as a referee, but an in-ring talent as well. And to have a match with a vet like Becky, I think would be really, really awesome. So I think AJ's winning here, and then I think we're getting Jessica Carr versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania.
Oh, I like you thinking there, especially since that with the Jessica Farr thing. It reminds me a little bit as well of like when they had bloody Earl Hebner doing like stuff over the years. Like even one time, I think he fought Triple H in a match or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I promise you this much: it'll probably go way better than that.
Way better, because Jessica's actually like talented. Like if she wrestles under a mask and Evolve, look up her stuff. She's really talented. Like she's definitely green, but she has been wrestling for a little bit of time. Like she's not this isn't her first time in the ring. Like she wrestled in the indies for a little bit. So like she knows what to do. I mean, it's like Josh Matthews, right? Like Josh Matthews was on Tough Enough back in the early 2000s, but he was a yarder and an indie guy before he was on Tough Enough, so he already knew what to do. Jessica has been on the indies a little bit. She already knows how to bump. She knows how to work, but she's still a little green, and she hasn't really had that big break yet. And I think having her get that big stage elevation on WrestleMania against a veteran like Becky Lynch would be really rad for not only her referee career, but really rad for her wrestling career as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it really would. For me, when it comes to the match, I've honestly, out of all the current main roster builds and such and what they've been doing, I've actually been a bit of a fan of the Becky AJ story. I've been really enjoying their back and forth, their promo battles, and the stuff that they've done in the ring at WrestlePalooza and at Survivor Series was pretty decent. So there is definitely high expectations, high hopes for this, but I think honestly this is the kind of match where it'll be good. It'll absolutely be good. Now, in terms of who I think is going to be winning it, yeah, I have to agree with Beast on this one. I've got AJ Lee winning. Not just because of the fact that the show is in Chicago, like, not just because of that, but also because, well, it does make some sense from, like, a storyline perspective sort of thing, so that it can lead to, like, Becky versus Jessica Carr sort of thing, or even, if they want to do Becky and AJ in Mania, even do, like, a Hell in a Cell. So, honestly, I don't mind whatever direction they might go in for it, but yeah, I fully see AJ Lee getting the win. I just think it makes sense. It just does. But I'll tell you, if making sense is one thing, then this one, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this one's gonna be a complicated one. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship, and is the champion CM Punk in his hometown of Chicago, taking on Finn Balor. Oh yes, this is a match that a lot of people have very much found interesting. And yes, the build may not have been the strongest, but by God, it's CM Punk versus Finn Balor. What more do you want, people? Like, this is the kind of stuff that people want to see. And yeah, this is quite interesting. So, a little while back, Finn Balor and CM Punk had themselves a little bit of a mini feud heading into the Raw show in Ireland. And, well, things didn't go as well for Finn, but, you know, it is what it is. And, I mean, Finn looked pretty damn good in that matchup. So, very much, things were hoping to be the best there. But it didn't. And now Finn very much is on that quest to finally become world champion once again. So, should be quite an interesting one. Beast, I'll start with you here. What do you make of the World Heavyweight Championship match?
Man, oh man, I am so excited. So,
Hell yeah.
before I get to the actual match, I'm gonna do a little prerequisite. The man on my right, the right side of my screen, you guys can't see it because this is a podcast. I have known HeelBalor since 2021.
Damn right.
When we first met, we like bonded huge style over our love of professional wrestling, like all things
Fact.
wrestling. We realized we had like a lot of the same favorites, a lot of the same shared styles, whether that was King's Road, the hard-hitting strong style of Japan, flippy shit, the goddamn like older like not like I mean Will isn't really like more of an old school mind, but the more like kayfabe-ish like territory days where you thought it was real, like that shit is always really fucking dope. And we kind of like bonded over like all that and like our love for like Black and Gold NXT. And I was like, man, like Finn Balor held that motherfucker down. He's like, you like Finn Balor? I was like, I love Finn Balor. Like, and then we got to talking about CM Punk, and I was like, man, CM Punk's my all-time favorite. He's like, you like CM Punk? I like CM Punk. I'm like, well, you don't like CM Punk more than me, you son of a bitch. It's great. So like, like
That was legit the
we've
conversation, folks.
We've talked many a time about if CM Punk were to go one-on-one with Finn Balor. And we realized that it would probably, I mean, this was in 2021, before CM Punk ever returned to wrestling, before he ever returned to AEW. We realized it would probably never happen, right? Well, if you would have told March, April 2021, HeelBalor and Beast Mode 9000 that in 2026, CM Punk and Finn Balor would have not only wrestled twice, but one of those times would be on a pay-per-view, we would have called you crazy.
Exactly.
I am very excited.
And legit, if you were to tell your previous selves, like, oh, this is going to be a title match, yeah, you guys probably would have your mind explode.
So I never thought that as a hardcore CM Punk, I've been a fan of CM Punk since 2007, 2008. I never thought again that I would see Punk win a world title. Like after he left AEW, I was like, man, he's old. Like it's just not gonna happen. And when he beat Jey Uso, I'm getting a little steamy-eyed. Not gonna front. When he beat Jey Uso, man, like that just it was wonderful, dude. Like that was one of the most euphoric feelings I have felt in professional wrestling and being a CM Punk fan ever. Like that when he beat Cena at Money in the Bank in 2011, when he returned to wrestling, when he debuted in AEW, when he returned to WWE, like all that shit, dude. Like those are the big four for me. And I never thought that I would get to see CM Punk versus my very best wrestling friend, Will. Never would have thought that I get to see my all-time favorite CM Punk versus one of his all-time favorites in Finn Balor. Like, Punk has wrestled Batista.
Mhm.
Punk has wrestled
Yes.
Bryan Danielson. We haven't had Punk versus Finn Balor, and now we are. Like, we got it on Raw, and now we're getting it out. I was like, man, it would be really awesome if we got it on pay-per-view, and now we're getting it on pay-per-view, dude. Like,
You know it.
the excitement level that I am for not just this match, but to just sit down and watch it with one of my very best friends in Will is I'm getting goosebumps. Like I am
Same.
I am excited. Now, who do I think is gonna win? I know who I think Will has, and I don't think we agree. I think I don't mean to speak for the man for his turn, but I do think he is very like what's the word? He's very logical in how he's gonna think about this. I firmly believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that when he has his turn to speak, he is gonna choose CM Punk, and that is totally fine. However, I have Finn Balor, and I will tell you why. I did not have Finn Balor winning this match until recently, until I saw this video, and I forget who it was. If it was like on TikTok, Instagram, if it was one of my YouTube shorts that I was scrolling, I forget who said it. I believe it was a smaller creator, so shouts out to him. You know who you are. They said that they have Finn Balor winning because not only is Finn Balor bringing out the Demon King, which I agree, but also he is beating CM Punk and holding the title for 48 hours. Sucks that it's going to be a 48-hour reign, yes, but he at least is not going to vacate it due to injury. He's going to hold it until Monday Night Raw. He's going to come out all jovial, all raucous, all pompous, being like, I beat your precious CM Punk in his hometown of Chicago, and I did it with the help of my demon and nobody else. But because I'm a benevolent champion, he deserves a rematch. So tonight, in the main event of Monday Night Raw, CM Punk gets his contractually obligated rematch against Finn Balor. And God, if he loses, he will never challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship for as long as I hold it. I said I was going to ruin and throw a monkey wrench into the main event of WrestleMania, and by God, I did it. And I will hold this title until WrestleMania. And I will beat Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania. Well, does he? No, because he gets clouded by his arrogance, and Dominic Mysterio ends up accidentally costing Finn Balor in the main event on that Raw, which leads to CM Punk beating Finn Balor, regaining the world title. We still get Punk versus Roman, and at WrestleMania, we get Dom versus Finn Balor, where Finn Balor gets out of the Judgment Day and becomes the Prince again.
Holy shit.
That's what I think. I don't think Will agrees. Now, I do think that Will is very logical in how he's thinking, and I think he's going to choose CM Punk, and that's probably going to happen. However, a man can dream, and I will continue to do so. I think Finn Balor is winning. I think he's bringing out the Demon King, and then I think on Raw, 48 hours later, he's going to lose to CM Punk because of his arrogance and because Dom accidentally costs him, which leads to, yes, the regular main event of WrestleMania being Punk and Roman, and then WrestleMania again having Dom versus Finn, where Finn breaks free of the Judgment Day and becomes the Prince again. That's just me.
Very interesting there. Well, before we get to Will's one, I think we should definitely take a look at Leo's one. So, Leo, what do you make of Finn Balor versus CM Punk?
I mean, I'm excited for the match. The match they had it and Belfast was incredible. It's just that, well, hey, I like what the monkey wrench the Beast gave out, but this is WWE at this day and age. Like, no, when we're this, like, yes, they have done it before. Like last year when EO beat Rhea for the title, and she went into the WrestleMania as the women's champion. But I don't see it happening with this one because they don't want to give that high hope. Like, I believe CM Punk is gonna beat Finn Balor, but it's not gonna be clean. It's gonna be because of Judgment Day shenanigans. Because even though Finn said, "Please let me do it by myself," you know how they are. They don't let you do it by yourself. They always get involved, and
Hmm.
so CM Punk will retain, and at WrestleMania, well, before WrestleMania, Finn will be like, you know what? Maybe Punk was right. The Judgment Day has been holding me back ever since I joined it 4 years ago. So guess what? I'm out, and at WrestleMania, I'm taking Dom's Intercontinental title. So that's how it's gonna play.
Hmm. I'm intrigued to see how that would play out for sure. So, right, HeelBalor, what do you make of CM Punk versus Finn Balor?
I want this to be a trilogy. First off, I want this to be a trilogy, but it won't be a trilogy, sadly. I mean, I could dream, obviously. We all could dream. You know, Beast pretty much put it out there. Yes, we bonded over our love for professional wrestling and a lot of other things as well, which is Greg. I got a wrestling friend in him, and a lot of other people out there in the world. It's great. Then we found out this match was happening a few weeks ago in Ireland. And I remember that me and Beast have a tradition where basically we watch because he has a work that he does at night on Monday Night Raw and all that. And I usually watch Raw the next day. I remember they announced Finn versus Punk in Ireland. I was like, damn it, he's not gonna be able to make it. And we can't watch it, but we watched the next day. Still loved it. It was incredible. And I'm thinking, okay, it's just a one-off. They should do one-off and then move on. Nope. We're getting on pay-per-view, which is incredible. And I'm very excited. The first match was great. Second match can be very good. I wish they went longer in the first match, which I think they're going to deliver here. And I guarantee you that they know that me and Beast are watching the show because there have been references that me and Beast have been throwing out in our own lives that we put out there that WWE themselves have put on television that Finn and Punk have said, which is like, they know we're watching. They know we're watching. I am so excited for this match. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Who do I think is going to win? As much as I want it, as much as I want it to happen, I'm going. It's so hard because like I'd be fine either way. Like I'd be fine with Punk wins. Cool, great. Finn wins. Of course, be over the moon, elated, crying, be excited. Um, I'm cool either way, honestly, to be down with either one. But I'm gonna go with CM Punk to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. I can't. I don't trust this company to put the title on Finn. If it didn't happen like many years, it's not going to happen here. Now, I will say this: if they do decide to pull the trigger and be like, "Oh, we're going to give Finn the belt for like maybe at least maybe a few days, few weeks," and he drops it back to Punk, I'll be completely excited over the moon, legitimately excited, elated, happy as hell. Because finally, technically it's still 10 years. Technically, I first became a fan of Finn in July of July-ish, I believe, around that time a little bit. So we're 11-ish years, 10 years. How long have I loved Finn Balor? I'll still be very happy. And knowing my guy finally gets a world championship. I said this before, I'll say it again. I don't care if it's 48 hours. I don't care if it's a day. I don't care if it's 3 days, 4 days, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. I don't know. Pardon that joke, there, ladies
Holy
and gentlemen.
shit!
6, 7. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
A
no.
good friend of ours. I hope you're watching this. I hope you're watching this show, by the way. A good friend of ours. You know you're watching. That was for you. 6, 7. Anyways,
Oh,
they're
no.
gonna hate me now for that. I just want to see my guy's world champ. And if it doesn't happen, probably never will. I'm just glad he's getting this storyline. I'm glad he's doing the shit. I'm glad he's getting involved in the main event scene, which is great. Send us on social media, even if it's just for a day. I'm just happy. The fact that myself and Beast here get our dream match not once but twice. Now we need a CM Punk versus Will Ospreay and then be complete, dude. But obviously that ship has sailed. But I'm very happy that this match is going to happen again. Very excited. Plus, my faves are going to be on the show. Well, in title matches, did Becky Lynch and Finn Balor. So that's a plus on my end. Just seeing both of my heroes on the card. Very excited. So yeah, I got Punk retaining, but it's not going to be clean. It's not going to be clean. There's going to be shenanigans. Finn said this past week, I need to do this on my own. And keep in mind, the next day, Dominic's defending the IC title against Penta. I think whatever happens on Saturday is going to come into implications on what's going to happen with Penta and Dominic, because I think Finn's going to get some payback. Regardless, either way, the Judgment Day is going to show up during Finn's match, whether it's to help him or screw him over. Now, like I said, Finn does win. I'll be elated, over the moon, the happiest man alive, and even if it's just for a day, a week, I don't care. I'll be happy because my guy finally got to be world heavyweight champ and world champ in general. So I'll be very happy. But in the end, who wins in the end? Myself and Beast win. That's who wins. The Punk fans win. The Balor fans win because we're getting our match again. That's who wins, ladies and gentlemen. So in the end, I'm legitimately cool either way, but I'm going with CM Punk to retain the world title.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Even though I predicted Finn Balor, and even though you predicted CM Punk, I will say, may the best man win, but we all know the best man in that is CM Punk.
I'll respectfully decline that, but it's Finn Balor, but we all good.
Dude, fucking, I thought My Way by Limp Bizkit intensifies. You think you're special, you do.
Classic.
Oh god, don't make me have to get you guys involved in the bloody TCW to get you guys in there. Oh lord, honestly, with this match, man, I want to get my hopes up so much for it, cause I really do. It's CM Punk, it's Finn Balor, calm the fuck on, but there's that elephant in the room of a tribal chump. Who's not my tribal chief. Roman is not my tribal chief. Even ASAP, Joey.
Yeah, your tribal chief. Your tribal chief is MJF.
No.
Get that tattoo, by the way. Get that tattoo.
Your tribal chief is MJF, Sydney Sweeney, Scotland style, and Skibidi Toilet, Lyle Fuckster, or whatever.
Fuck. I'll get the tattoo soon, guys.
What?
Don't you worry. But fuck me. There is that elephant in the room of Roman Reigns, not my tribal chief, who is very much... He won the Rumble, and it looks like we're getting CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, which feels like the most flat choice of Mania main event, because they'll just give the belt to Roman, and it'll be another 4-year reign of terror, and it'll probably cause me to not have interest in the main roster anymore, which is probably what they want, but So you know what? I want something different. I want to change. Give me Finn Balor! Give me Finn Balor to win this match, because for fuck's sake, Finn Balor has deserved a world title run for so long. He really has. He is one of the best in this company, and I still, 5 years on from it, I still cannot get over that fucking match at Extreme Rules 2021. That match that, at that point, buried Finn Balor's career. That shit.
Oh, if you're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at God. He's the one who pulled the sniper trigger on the top rope.
That is true.
That shit was stupid. Actually stupid. One of the worst booking decisions ever made. But, yeah, I've got Finn Balor winning. He needs to finally has his proper World Heavyweight title run. And for the love of God, when we get to Mania, have Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns and get his revenge. I know it's probably not going to be the case that he gets the Mania champion.
That will put me over the moon.
But, for the love of God, just... I need it. I need this so much. So, yeah, I've got Finn Balor winning. But of course, when it comes to the Elimination Chamber, we got some chamber matches to talk about. And this year's Chambers, the winners will be going on to face the champions of SmackDown. So, let's get to business, as we'll start things off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match to determine the number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship for WrestleMania. The participants in this match are as follows: Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. Yeah, an interesting field here, and to be honest, there were definitely some people who we thought was going to get involved in this, others who we thought weren't, sort of thing, but it's an interesting field, that's for sure. It's definitely, how can I put it? It's definitely one of the more interesting Elimination Chamber lineups we've had in a while. It's not as interesting as something like No Way Out 2008 and, that bloody World Heavyweight Championship number one contenders chamber, where you had bloody Big Daddy V and the Great Khali in it. But still, it's definitely quite an interesting one here. So, HeelBalor, I'll go with you. Who do you think is going to WrestleMania by winning the chamber?
What match are we talking about? I just got back in. What match are we talking about?
The Women's Elimination Chamber.
Oh, boy. This one I am invested in. I will say that. Very invested in. We have some pretty good talents in here. With Tiffany, Rhea, Alexa, Asuka, Kiana James, who I'm very shocked qualified, and of course Raquel. So any one of these people could win. I guess besides Kiana James, I just praise her. She is great, but I don't think she's ready to be in the maybe WrestleMania. I'd say WrestleMania, but World Top or WrestleMania. But crazy things have happened. I love doing this, with anything we do with predictions with a lot of people. I'll do least to win to I think is going to win. The least to win is Kiana James. It's not gonna happen. The after her it's gonna be Asuka, because I think that her and Kyrie are gonna do something maybe tag wise at WrestleMania or something like that, for all we know. Alexa Bliss is my third probably. Oh, no, she would be my third, I guess. Yeah, third, probably not to win. I could see her maybe being like the runner-up. To go in there and just maybe Charlotte comes out there and does some weird shenanigans where it tries to help her win, but accidentally costs her or something like that. Because Charlotte didn't qualify for the chamber. Alexa did. So you got that story that you can play with that dynamic of Alexa does win. You got that jealousy dynamic of, oh, you went to WrestleMania. And no, I didn't. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you're complaining about, Charlotte. I mean, you've been to WrestleMania, may have been WrestleMania once and had many championships. So sit this one out. The next one who I think could definitely win is Raquel, because you have that dynamic of, the Judgment Day stuff, which please get rid of the Judgment Day. Sure, it's not during Finn Balor and Punk, but can we get rid of the Judgment Day? It's over. It's done. I'm tired of it. No more. No more Judgment Day. Of course, the whole thing with Liv Morgan and all that, and if you remember, Liv Morgan did kind of cost. Liv did throw Raquel out of the Rumble. That's the thing, every woman and man for themselves in the Rumble, but they could come with some stupid scenario of maybe Raquel does some weird shit and goes after maybe Jake. Of course, the winner of this is going to go after Jake. Of course, Raquel can't go after Liv, but crazier, wild things have happened for all we know with this company. My next bet to win is Rhea Ripley. She's my runner-up. She's my dark horse. Rhea Ripley is my runner-up. Because it's obvious that Bianca's not going to be back in time for WrestleMania. Maybe for an appearance, but obviously not a match. Best wish to her for finger surgery and all that stuff. Rhea, I could definitely see going into the chamber and winning it. Because her and Jay would be something. I'm not gonna lie, would be interesting. I would not mind it. Dynamic would be something. I think the crowd obviously loves Rhea. She's great. She's great at what she does. So I can see a scenario there where Rhea Ripley does win. So she is my dark horse. But I think we know what time it is for my winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber this year. What time is it? It's not clobbering time. That comes in the main event. It's Tiffy time, because I'm going with my girl, Tiffany Stratton, to win the Women's Elimination Chamber. I know what people are going to say. I know, oh, we've done it. It's already happened, blah, blah, blah. We need something new. Like I said, my runner-up is going to be Rhea Ripley. That's the backup plan. I could never see a scenario, but also remember that Rhea is also a tag champion. She could be defending the belts against probably the Bellas or all that stuff. The Rio stuff with her and Io going against the Bellas, or a multi-woman match at WrestleMania. Potential could happen. But even then, Rhea could go in there and just do pull WWE WrestleMania for all we know. But anyways, Tiffany is the one that Jade did beat at Saturday's main event, and they squashed, which set me off. And Jade's title reign's just been sucking. Let's be honest here, folks. Let's just call it how it is. It sucks. It really sucked. I tried to give it a chance. She defended for the first time a few weeks ago against Jordan Grace. I'm sorry, this reign sucks. Creative sucks for her, and just she deserves a little bit more better than what she's been given. I don't know if they don't trust her or something like that. It's just it has not been good. It's time to put the belt on somebody else. I guarantee you, there's supposed to be Bianca Belair going and facing Jade at WrestleMania. She had that story there, but of course Jade can't make because of her injuries or that her recovering from surgery. So they're going to go with Pivot. Who better to do it than Tiff? And I'm not just saying because, again, she's my fave. Okay, I kind of am saying a little bit because she's my fave. But at the same time, you got that story there. Tiffany didn't get a rematch. At least I don't think she did. No, she went away. Then she came back at the Rumble. So having her go in there, winning the Chamber, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like that. I know it doesn't scream WrestleMania, but we have Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler. The lust of WrestleMania is dead anyways. So there you go. They're gonna get mad at that. It's all good.
Don't forget bloody
not, it's all good.
Botgun versus Butterbean. Don't forget that.
That is true. That shit too. Yes. Yeah. We've seen crazier stuff happen at this show. I'm going with Tiffany Stratton, and hopefully she's the one that beats Jade. Let's get it over with. I'm going with Tiffany Stratton to win the Women's Elimination Chamber. Go Tiff.
Boy. I mean, yeah, the whole Bianca thing, it definitely has thrown a spanner in the works with this, but it's definitely quite interesting there. Beast, I'll go with you next. Who have you got with the Women's Elimination Chamber?
Well, looking at the card here, I can easily see Tiffany, Rhea, or Raquel winning. Alexa, I love Alexa, and I love Asuka. It's just not going to happen. Rhea is a shot in the dark just because she's the tag champs with Io. And I don't think that they would have Rhea win the Chamber because, like Will said, it's probably going to be a multi-woman match at Mania for the tag titles, whatever. So that leaves just Tiffany and Raquel. It's kind of a toss-up. My dark horse in this is Raquel. And I'm going to go with my dark horse. I think Tiffany winning would be fine. I think Raquel is winning the Chamber. Absolutely. I think she's going to get a big push, and I think she's going to beat Jade at Mania for the world title. 100%. That's who I have. I'm going with my dark horse, Raquel. But this is going to be a great match, man. I always love me an Elimination Chamber match, and the women always tear the house down in the Chamber. The men always tear the house down in the Chamber. But yeah, man, I'm definitely going with Raquel. I would not be mad at Tiffany. I can see Tiffany winning, but I got Raquel.
Finally, people giving love for Raquel. Thank you,
dude. I've been a fan of Raquel since her. What year was that? It was the last woman standing match with Rhea in NXT. It was 2019, right?
2019-ish. Yeah, I've been a fan of her since her match with Io at Stand and Deliver in 2021. So
based.
That was I've been a fan ever since. So.
Yeah, that's a great match too. But dude, yeah, the match that sold me on Raquel was that last woman standing match with Rhea. Like that was insane.
It's good. Yeah. It's really good.
I mean, I think what sold me on Raquel back in the day was her run with Dakota Kai in NXT. That shit 100%. Was just awesome. So,
well, dude, like her run with Dakota Kai, her match with Io, and her match with Rhea, dude, like all of that, especially for me, the match with Rhea, I saw that because I hadn't really heard of Raquel before then. I watched that, and obviously I watched all of her stuff in NXT. And I remember saying that she's going to be world champion one day. Like, not just NXT women's champion, like women's champion. 1,000%. And the fact she hasn't yet is a crime. She's so good. Very, very underrated. That's why she's my dark horse going into this. That's why she's my dark horse going into this, and I think she's winning the whole damn thing, and I think she's winning the title at Mania, 100%. Like, Raquel deserves the world. She's so talented.
Yes.
I do like your thinking there, although I'll get to a bit of an explanation later with it. Leo, who have you got with the Women's Elimination Chamber?
This is a tough one. I've thought about it. I've gone back and forth. Thinking like, okay, what could be the plan? Because obviously the plan was for Bianca and Jade. But since Bianca had her hand injury that was worse than they thought, and then she just recently had surgery, well, that's out the window. What I could see them doing, okay, I'm of two minds. There's the brain part of my mind, the logical step, and that is either Raquel or Rhea winning, because well, now that Bianca's out of the picture, well, they want to have the big women's money match, and well, what's more impressive than like Jade Cargill, a tall, powerful, athletic woman who's charismatic as hell, and and like they she's the champion for a reason, even though the reign has not been good. She's only defended it once on TV, and then like a handful of times on house shows. I mean, okay, to be fair, there were some injuries along the way, Meech and B-Fab.
That's true.
Yeah.
Other than that, like like Raquel, it was like the is gonna be like a clash of the titans of the women. Real ones, it's like you have your biggest female like champion versus the biggest female star of the women's division. That is the money match, and I can see them doing that 100% as a backup because, well, we didn't have Bianca, so Rhea's the next best choice. That is my brain logical thinking. But I'm gonna actually pivot and I'm gonna go with my heart.
Oh.
And that, my friends, is Alexa Bliss winning.
Really?
Yes. Why?
Yes,
Because
pontificate.
yes,
Yeah, I'm intrigued
because
with this one.
the reason is that there is a bigger story surrounding Alexa Bliss than you think. Consider this. She's been she's been tied to Charlotte, the woman who has been like forced in the title picture ever since she's been on the main roster. Like, there has not been a year like 2025, if I'm correct, is the only year like oh, and 2024 she was injured, but 2025 is the only full year she was on the main roster without winning the world championship. And now here's Alexa Bliss, the one who's always kind of been put in the back burner. Like she has not, she's been in contention here or there, but she has not been a women's world champion in 8 years. The last time she was champion, she lost the women's title to Ronda Rousey.
Damn.
So this could be the story of like Alexa Bliss, like she needs this. She has been too patient for her own good, and look at the journey she's been on. To like from the last time she was champion, she was not on. She was one of the hostess of WrestleMania, to winning the tag titles, to to becoming a freakazoid, holding Lily and being a kind of taking the Fiend's powers, to kind of being normal but still being kind of creepy, to then leaving to become a mother, then coming back to one of the biggest pops of 2025. Kind of mingle around, and then she gets put with Charlotte, and they become like the biggest baby face like women's tag team on the roster beside Rhea and Neo. And now like she's been winning and Charlotte's been losing. Like Alexa, I think there's a bigger story around her that she can win the chamber and go on to challenge Jade Cargill for the title at WrestleMania. If that happens, Will she win at WrestleMania? Probably not. But the story is there, and how much it would do for her. Like, hey, after so long, like I'm back in the title picture on WrestleMania. While Charlotte is gonna be in the background, kind of like the jealousy's there, but she's conflicted. Like, I still love my best friend and everything until it finally breaks.
Oh.
Or
I can
they
vibe with
want to,
that.
or if they want to keep Charlotte like
Ed.
as a good girl, like she can actually be the one encouraging Alexa.
You know what?
So yeah, I'm gonna go with that and say Alexa's gonna win.
Okay, I can vibe with that. I absolutely can vibe with that. Hell yeah.
I'd be down for it.
I
Hey, you
love
know,
that
one of our
thinking.
buddies gonna love me for that.
Yeah, I know for a fact someone we know is gonna be very happy when it comes to that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, like seriously, Alexa is someone who definitely deserves to have herself an opportunity, and that's a story that would make a lot of sense. Oh boy, so how am I gonna have to decide here? Well, realistically, looking at the field we've got here, I'm gonna go through all the names here, and I'll give you my reasoning for why they might win and why they won't. So, here we go. Raquel, I'm gonna be honest here. Well, I love Raquel and I think she's fantastic. She's not going after the WWE Women's title. Not that title. Because I think we're actually going to get a fatal four-way at Mania. Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez. I think that's what they should do. And I think that's a story that would make a whole lot more sense. Intertwine the title story with the breakup of the Judgment Day. And yeah, that would make sense. So Raquel doesn't win the chamber. Kiana James. Kind of a shocker, considering the fact that Julia is on the roster, and you could easily have put Julia in this match. But, Kiana. Okay, you're not winning it, though. Asuka. I like Asuka. I think Asuka is one of the best in the company for sure. But I think she's gonna get involved in that women's tag title thing at Mania. And I think that's probably gonna be a TLC match, because that would make a lot of sense to do a TLC match with the lady tag teams. So, yeah, I think that's probably the direction they're going to be going in there. So, Asuka, that's definitely a out. Alexa, man, I would love to see Alexa win the belt. But I don't see Alexa win the chamber. I just don't. I just think that I think they're probably going to be telling the story of Alexa versus Charlotte for Mania. So, yeah, I think Alexa's not going to be winning the chamber. Rhea! Now, this is obviously quite a biased pick for me to talk about Rhea, because fellow countrywoman, fellow Aussie, sort of thing. But, again, we've got that multi-women tag title thing being set up for Mania, and it's probably going to be TLC, so that's going to be what Rhea does.
Tiffany time. Sorry.
I think Will knows where I'm going here with this. Like, very much. Rhea, I would love to see her win, absolutely, but no, I'm sorry. I just don't see it happening. So that leaves us with who I think is going to be winning, Tiffany Stratton. What?
Yeah!
Why is that? I mean, realistically, when it comes to how I said, with all the factors that are in place, Tiffany realistically is the best option here. And look, don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the people in the chamber, but trust me, like, I think realistically it makes sense for it to be Tiffany versus Jade. And look, it may not be the match that everyone would have wanted. Everyone wanted the Bianca match, but if we're not gonna get it, at least give Tiffany a Mania match. At least get her onto Mania. So, yeah, I think it would make sense for Tiffany to get this opportunity here.
I agree. And wait, you said that Rhea's your fellow countrywoman. I thought you were Scottish. You're Australian.
Yes, Australian.
Sydney Sweeney Scotland style. Sid faced Kyle Fletcher, Lyle Fucker, Sydney Sweeney Scotland style is giving toilet. I thought that's where you were from. He's fucking Scotland or whatever.
Oh Lord.
No, Australia. Okay, I'll remember that next time that you're Scottish. Australia. Fuck.
Well, if you thought the women's chamber was quite convoluted, take a look at the men's, because, oh boy, this men's chamber, it is quite an interesting one. Your lineup for this year's men's elimination chamber is as follows: Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Jey Uso. Now, I do want to mention here, when it comes to this chamber, that very much it has been quite a complicated one with the way we got to it. Even having a few injuries along the way when it comes to some of the participants that were supposed to be in the chamber but aren't in the chamber. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed when it comes to that, but it is what it is. Injuries happen and such. But the lineup we do have, it's pretty decent. It is absolutely a decent lineup. Like, it's not a bad lineup. It's not like the best lineup. It's what I consider to be a good lineup. Just good. So, it's definitely going to be interesting to hear what you guys have to say when it comes to this. So, Leo, I'll start with you here. What do you make of the men's elimination chamber?
This is probably like the most frustrating match to really think of what's gonna happen, because it is easy to say like, oh, we already know who's gonna win, because look at the lineup. Like, out of all of them, like Jey Uso, you weren't meant to be in the match. It was originally supposed to be one Bronson Reed until he tore his bicep on Raw. So, well, that's out of the picture. Javon Evans, a great catch for like only being like 21, 22. Like, you only been on the roster for like a month and a half. Like, and bam, you're getting a chance inside the elimination chamber. Like, so good on you, kid. Uh, who else was Joanna and Jey Uso?
Trick Williams?
Trick
Trick
Williams,
Williams.
LA Knight,
Yeah.
Randy Orton,
Trick
Cody.
Williams. Yeah, Trick Williams. Like, same thing. Like put him in the main event scene, but like, let's be honest, he's not gonna win. So it only leaves the three options to win it. You have Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight.
Yeah.
Now, it with LA Knight, I could see it happening, because there were like rumored plans of like they're gonna do Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight for WrestleMania. Until they decided like, oh, we're gonna pivot, we're gonna do LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar. Like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, where the hell was that from?
Dumbasses.
Yeah, and so I can see that happening.
I bet you
And then you have Randy Orton.
I bet you that fucking LA Knight Brock Lesnar rumor probably came from the fucking coach.
I don't know. I don't know. Coach, do yourself a favor. Go back to that farm and make out with that cow.
It was either that or Meltzer.
Probably Meltzer. God, both idiots.
So now you got Randy Orton. Like, as much as I would like it, we've seen Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton enough. It just does not scream WrestleMania like main event. But then you got Cody Rhodes, which we definitely don't need to see him and Drew McIntyre again. Now I know
Ever.
but okay, if Cody wins and they do the one-on-one Cody and Drew match again, I will be okay with it under the two conditions that it is the last time and it's a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I do not care to see the one-on-one match again. Now, if they have Cody win, but then they still, if the plans are still in place, they're gonna add Jacob Fatu into the match and make it a triple threat. Like, okay, now like there is a wrinkle in there. Now they could add another wrinkle, be like, oh, we're gonna add one other person, but now it's gonna be a little too confusing. It's just reminding me of the whole WrestleMania 2000 like debacle that was with the Triple H, Big Show, Rock, Mick Foley match.
At least there wouldn't be a McMahon in every corner. At least that would not happen.
Yeah, well, it can't happen now because Vince is retired and doing whatever the heck he's doing. Linda McMahon's in the big office. Stephanie's going into the Hall of Fame, and Shane just doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, so thank
So,
goodness.
yeah, so I really don't know what they're doing, what they're gonna do with this. I'm just gonna go with. I'm gonna go one of two ways. My brain side is gonna say Cody Rhodes. My heart side is gonna say LA Knight. That way we can, because now that the big guys of the division are all taken like out of the picture, but I mean Braun Breaker can still come back, but I think we already know what his plans are for WrestleMania. I'm
Sadly.
gonna say LA Knight. Yeah, he'll be back like before Mania. We just know who he's most likely gonna be facing.
Sadly.
Yeah, yeah. So I would like LA Knight to win. Like that's what my heart is saying. The more logical brain side of me is gonna go with Cody Rhodes.
I think
So
that
there you go.
I think that's a fair way to look at there. I mean, look, it this year's chamber definitely is quite a complicated one to decide, but that's probably a fair enough way to look at there. HeelBalor, I will go with you next. What do you make of the men's elimination chamber?
I like the unpredictability of this match. That's all I'm gonna say. Jey Uso's not winning. Please no. He's not winning at all. He wasn't supposed to be in this thing anyways. So we're supposed to be Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed's injured, tore his bicep, so best wishes to him. So yeah, best wishes to him. Trick Williams, as he is over, he's doing very well for himself on the main roster. Not gonna lie, he's doing great. He ain't winning. Be cool, he ain't winning. Javon, he's great. He's awesome. He's not winning. He's gonna do some high flying shit, and I can't wait. I am gonna lose my mind when he does all that stuff inside the chamber. It's gonna be incredible. That leaves Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Cody. Oh joy. Oh joy. LA Knight, everybody's wanting LA Knight to win. Yeah, all around. Didn't win Money in the Bank. Didn't win the World Championship. Didn't become WWE Champion. Got basically murdered in a parking lot with in the parking lot with the Vision. Came back at the Royal Rumble, eliminated most of the Vision. Yeah, he could win. It'd be great, but he's not going to win. I know people are saying this sort of like there's stupid rumors of Brock Lesnar, wherever showing up and him causing chaos. Wherever, please no, please keep Brock away from this match and keep Brock away in general right now. Piss off. Then you got Cody.
Remember what he's got an open challenge for WrestleMania.
Oh, that is true. That is true. So LA Knight could probably answer the open challenge, which would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, but
Please no.
that'd be something. Yep. He's God, though. That'd be a punishment. Good God. That leaves the two former members of Legacy, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Please don't have Cody Rhodes win, even though he probably is going to win, and Cody is actually my dark horse to win this match. I'm with Leo. If Cody wins, let it be Hell in a Cell or some big match, because I'm over Cody. I'm just over it. I'm done. Again, I understand space the company. I understand this and that. I get it. Time to move on. It's time to move on. Let Drew carry the belt for as long as he needs, I guess. Probably past Mania for all we know. Probably heading into Mania, obviously. The only way I could see Cody even being eliminated is because like some weird chaos and just shenanigans. Because remember, Cody kind of made Randy Orton lose to Aleister Black. So accidentally, I guess. I didn't watch like SmackDown. I think it was like some clips I saw, but like I know Aleister Black beat Randy Orton or something like that. So then Cody came out to help him or something like that, and then kind of just caused some miscommunication. So I could see a scenario where, I don't know, I think some weird distraction is going to cause Cody to get eliminated, where it's going to be, oh, nobody can enter the chamber. Have you seen past Elimination Chamber matches? Go watch them. People have entered that structure, just like Hell in a Cell. Anyways, don't let wrestling
2010,
fool you into thinking
everyone.
people can't enter the cages. 2010, Logan Paul into 2010. Logan Paul into the chamber at one time, and I think
Wait, I'm
Toronto.
sorry. When the hell did Logan Paul come to WWE in 2010?
No. I'm saying no. That was
You
Shawn
said
Michaels.
Logan Paul. You said Logan Paul in 2010, then Logan Paul in 2010. I'm like, excuse me.
Shawn Michaels. Okay, let me rephrase that. Shawn Michaels in 2010. Logan Paul in 2022.
I think it was 2023.
3. Okay, I was one off. Okay,
Yeah, then
2023 in the Elimination Chamber.
24 was AJ
24.
Styles.
AJ Styles. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame, by the way, AJ. We love you. Congratulations. And then, I could definitely see a scenario where basically what I'm saying is like someone's going to the chamber and cause Cody to get eliminated. I think the final two are going to be Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. I really do think that. Cody's going to end up getting distracted or whatever, and this is my dream scenario, and I want this to happen. Cody's going to end up getting distracted, whether Jacob Fatu enters the cage or whatever, whether Drew McIntyre enters the cage. He's going to be too distracted. Maybe Drew McIntyre's hit a Claymore or whatever, or maybe then Jacob Fatu's going to chase, the WWE champion away. Randy Orton's going to take advantage, hit an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins the chamber. I got Randy Orton winning the Elimination Chamber. I got it. I really think, and plus he said a few days ago, it's been a while since he held world title gold. Then to see win at WrestleMania? Probably not. But it'd be cool to see Orton back on top, and it's something different. Now, I definitely could see a scenario where they do turn into a multi-person match. This would be crazy to do. We're recording this right now. Imagine on Friday, Nick Aldis comes out and says, "You know what, Drew? You've been causing too much bullshit and anarchy. We're putting you in there, and you're defending your championship as punishment." That's what people are coming up with. Like Nick Aldis is going to punish Drew by putting him inside the chamber, and it's going to be for the WWE title, which I definitely could see. But in the end, I'm going with Randy Orton to get the win. He's going to end up pinning Cody Rhodes off a distraction and an RKO out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins the Elimination Chamber. I'm going with Randy.
A good point to make as well, actually. A little bit of a fun fact here. Because I mentioned, like, 2010 chamber sort of thing. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes was in that chamber in 2010. Actually, the WWE
They
title
were.
one.
No, wrong.
No,
It was Randy and Ted Jr.
Ted DiBiase, that's right.
Oh,
that's right, because
yeah.
Cody was the one who accidentally helped. Cody was the reason, I believe, that
Yeah,
Randy got eliminated.
He actually Cody tossed into Ted Jr. a lead pipe.
That pipe.
Ah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so these men very much know the distraction finishes and shit when it comes to these chambers. Beast, I'll go with you last here. What do you make of the men's elimination chamber?
Man, here's the thing. I have two minds, much like Leo, and we have the same two minds. My brain says Cody Rhodes, unfortunately. My heart says LA Knight. Now, this match is going to cook, absolutely. Every match on this card is really going to cook. It's just they can go about each match in a way that would be, one, weird, or two, bullshit. And I don't want them to, because every match on this card is going to slap, right? Becky versus AJ, Punk versus Finn, the men's chamber and the women's chamber, they're all going to cook. They could go about each match in a way that would either be weird as fuck or absolute bullshit. This is one of the bullshit ones they could go about, because Javon is not winning. I would love to see Javon win. Huge fan of Javon Evans. Big shout out DPW and Kid Bandit. That's where I found Javon, his match with Kid Bandit and DPW. I'm gonna love seeing all the athletic shit that Javon does in the chamber match. Jey Uso, he ain't winning. Wish it was Bronson Reed in there. Get well soon. Randy Orton ain't winning. I don't have Randy Orton winning. Man, I want LA Knight really, really, really badly to win this match. It's just probably not gonna happen. I don't understand the whole Cody being the face of the company. I don't know if I've talked about this in length on the podcast before, and I won't. I'll spare you the details. If you want to hear my full opinion about it, DM me, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I'll gladly talk about it. I'll gladly rant about it, because I just don't get Cody Rhodes. I don't understand Cody Rhodes. The most I have been a fan of Cody Rhodes was when he was doing the dashing, undashing gimmick. But that's it. He has decent matches because, I mean, it's in his blood. His dad was a good wrestler. His brother's a good wrestler. He's really good between the ropes. I like watching a Cody Rhodes match. What I don't like watching is Cody Rhodes promos. What I don't like watching is Cody Rhodes character work. What I don't like watching is Cody Rhodes thinking that he's the best thing since sliced bread in the ring. I'm not a fan. Never been a huge fan of Cody. Again, the most I was a fan was the dashing, undashing gimmick, because that was the best thing that Cody Rhodes has ever done. When he left, I would skip over Stardust. That shit sucked. When he left and went to Ring of Honor and, God forbid, became the Prince of Pro Wrestling, which was copyright infringement on Finn Balor, by the way. Fuck you, Cody Rhodes. That shit was stupid. Why? Again, you ain't him. Sorry, you're not. No disrespect. You ain't him. And then he started using Kingdom, which I thought was weird, to be like he's taking shots at WWE. That's fine, whatever, cool. It was a fine song, but it was weird to be like, and he was in Bullet Club, which was even more weird. He went to AEW, and the AEW fans were sucking this man's cock, which was fine. I just wasn't, right? If you're a big Cody Rhodes fan, that's cool. But then when he left AEW and came right back to WWE, the same people that were against him, with the same WWE fans that were against Cody Rhodes because he was in AEW, are now sucking his dick in WWE. And the same people that were sucking his dick when he was in AEW are now against him when he's in WWE. It is so odd to me. And it's so weird that Cody, like, kind of leans into it a little bit. Like, it is weird, right? I'm not a fan. I don't get it. And the fact he uses the same song that was taking shots at a company that he now works for is very weird. Again, I feel like Cody suffers from LDS, little dick syndrome. But again, no disrespect. It's neither here nor there. Again, that's the Cliff Notes, right? Like, that's just me getting the Cliff Notes, right? And Cody seems like a good dude, right? He likes The Legend of Zelda. He's a nerd. I think I could vibe. He's a Hufflepuff. I'm a Hufflepuff. I think him and I could vibe. But him in the ring, he has this weird ego about him when he walks through the curtain that I don't like, which is where he suffers from LDS, I think. Like, it's just odd. It's very, very strange. Cody thinks he's that guy. He thinks he's his dad. Sorry, bud. You ain't. No disrespect. And that's why I don't like Cody. That's why I don't really like the big Cody marks, right? Like, whether it's an AEW or WWE, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. And that's the Cliff Notes. If you want more, DM me. I'll gladly talk about this for hours. My autism will get the better of me. But goddamn, dude, I don't understand why Cody has to be pushed as the baby face, as the overarching face of the company. Still, he's not my cup of coffee. Watching him in the ring is fine. Again, he has decent matches, but I just am not a Cody Rhodes fan. Therefore, if he wins the chamber, number one, what the fuck? Number two, I'm over him and Drew McIntyre. That shit has gotten more stale than a packet of fucking potato chips that you left open all fucking night, right? And you forgot to clean them up because you had work in the morning and you about overslept and you had to go to work and you came back and the chips were even more stale than they were the night before. Like, it just does not make any sense why you would have Cody versus Drew again. I'm not a fan. Please stop the bleeding. To fucking quote Michael Jordan, stop it. Get some help. No, absolutely not. Which is why I want to go with my heart, LA Knight, because this man deserves not only to be in a huge match for a world title on the biggest stage at WrestleMania, but he deserves to win said title at WrestleMania. Will he? No, I don't think he will. Again, I got two minds, man. I'm going to go with my heart and say LA Knight, but if Cody Rhodes wins, I am not going to be shocked, and I am going to sigh incredibly loudly that it is going to register on the Richter scale. Like, again, this match is going to cook.
Sigh.
Audible sigh.
The
Again,
world's
this match
biggest
is gonna
sigh.
cook. This match is gonna cook, but if they go with Cody fucking Rhodes, oh my fucking god! Please no.
Got reports in magnitude 7.5. The audible sigh quake coming from her body.
Audible sidequake registers on Richter scale level 6.7. That's what it registers.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, dude, I'm going with my heart. I'm going with LA Knight, but I will not be shocked if Cody Rhodes wins. This match is gonna cook anyway, but please just have LA Knight win. Please? Yeah. Please don't have Cody win. Please no.
Steve, this is a perfect world of a professional wrestling show. You know what happened on this show? Finn Balor will be winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Anyone but Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso, by the way, will be winning the Elimination Chamber. At this point, you would just wreck the entire pay-per-view. I would have freaking done something different with it, everything on this, because everything looks good. It's just how they can do it.
So do something different. Do you want them to bring back Fastlane?
Oh
No, no, please.
I'd rather No
they
Way
listen to
Out.
our shit, bro. No. Yes, No Way Out. Or Armageddon. I've been asking for Armageddon to come back. I want Armageddon. Please.
Armageddon would be dope.
Anyway,
yes,
you are getting it back. It's gonna be an arena in 2K26.
That's right.
But yeah, man, I got LA Knight. Please don't have Cody win. And this show is gonna cook. But please just don't make any bullshit decisions, especially in this match. Please.
God.
I got a snare for you. LA Knight and Cody make it to the final, like their last two in there. Then Cody just hits the crossroads, and then he pins LA Knight, and then, oh boy.
Dude, finger poke of doom.
Oh God, finger poke of doom. And shout out to a good friend of ours, freaking brother Ben out there is a big LA Knight fan. Like that'd be crushing for him. Like he's
oh my god, dude! Like,
yeah, big LA Knight fan. Oh man,
my goodness! Like, legitimately, when it comes to this, it is complicated, and as you've heard, folks, that it's a mixed bag, that's for sure. Let me go over who's in the match here and who I think has a good chance of win, as I did for the women's. Jey Uso, no chance. He was a last-minute replacement for Bronson Reed, which, I'm gonna be honest, if Bronson Reed was in the match, I would be saying the same thing. Bronson would not be winning because Masked Man would come on in and take down Bronson. God, the whole shit with the Vision, man. It fucking breaks my heart, and it breaks my heart even more that Bron Breakker's not getting much, and he got injured and shit, and
yeah. Just end the stable at this point. It's over.
Yeah. At this point, they're probably never gonna give Breakker a world title because this is WWE, and they'd rather give it to a nepo baby piece of shit like Roman Reigns.
That, but that's just me. Oh God. Roman Reigns. Oh boy.
Anyway, yeah, Jey Uso. I like Jey, but no chance of winning. Sorry, Jey. No yeet. Javon Evans. I fucking love me some Javon Evans. He is one of my favorites in the company. Like, if you haven't seen his stuff in NXT, you gotta watch it back, because that shit was excellent. And his main roster stuff, well, yes, I haven't kept up with it as much as I should have. Oh, it's good. It's really good stuff. And
It's very good. And yes, if you haven't seen Javon's stuff in NXT, watch it. And also, if you haven't seen Trick Williams' stuff in NXT, watch it. Both of those guys are insanely talented, bro. Love me some Javon Evans and love me some Tricky B. Williams. And what does the B stand for people that don't know? Tricky B. Williams. And the B stands for, baby, if you ain't know, you better ask somebody.
Damn. What is he? Bloody Road Dogg and K Quick with that?
Yes. K Cock, Mike Cock.
Oh, God. Yeah. But would I love to see Javon win this? Absolutely. But sadly, I don't think they're going to be doing it. Like, I don't think they're going to give Javon a world title run anytime soon or ever, sadly. But honestly, yeah, I'd love to see Javon win, but there's no chance. Trick Williams. As I've said many times in this podcast, I'm not the biggest fan of that there Tricky Williams, but you know, he's definitely getting better. He's definitely doing well on SmackDown. His SmackDown run is working out well. It's making a lot of sense, and they're actually playing him as more of a heel type, which makes sense for the character that he has. So it's working out nicely. It really is. Is he gonna be winning this? No, there's no chance. Same thing with Javon. I don't think he'll ever get a world title anytime soon. So yeah, sorry, Trick. Your 11 pepper steppers aren't gonna be working here. LA Knight, yeah, but in this case, nah, cause yeah, sadly, I don't have LA Knight winning. And look, I love LA Knight like the next person. I fucking love me some LA Knight. He's fucking awesome, and he does deserve to have his moment in the sun. He does deserve to have his world title moment. Just like what I said with Braun Breaker, I don't think their company's gonna ever give him a world title. I'm sorry. And I want him. I want him to be a world champion, but I just know this company way too well to be like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. So, yeah, sorry, LA Knight fans, but it is what it is. Randy Orton. Quite a favorite there for a lot of people when it comes to this match, but, again, I just don't really see him winning. I just don't really see... This might sound crazy. I don't really have a spot for him in terms of, like, overall, the company future sort of thing. I just don't. Like, and that's a shame, because Orton is a legend. Orton is one of the greatest of all time, sort of thing. But it's like, I don't know where realistically you could fit him in to anything. So, yeah, sorry, Orton, but I don't know. I just don't really see it. Which leaves me with who I think is going to be winning. And yes, I know there's going to be a lot of people who won't be happy about me saying this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. It's Cody Rhodes. Now, yes.
Audible sigh.
Yeah. Now,
I'll
yes.
say it for you, Beast.
Now, yes, I am what you might consider to be a quote-unquote Cody cry baby, even though I've said many a time that to be honest, I like Cody, but I don't really have a cult-like love for the guy. Like, I think he's a good wrestler. I think he has good promise or everything. I think his biggest problem overall is a gimmick issue. I think that is his biggest problem. That's what I think everybody is complaining about him is the reasoning, and it's a gimmick issue. And I like his gimmick, don't get me wrong, but I can understand that the gimmick is absolutely, not the greatest, and, it ain't great. Like, Cody's great in ring. He can cut a good promo, just... it's the gimmick, man. It is absolutely the gimmick. So, yeah, I think Cody realistically is going to be winning it. But I think at Mania, it will be a triple threat with Jacob Fatu. Maybe even a four-way if they want to add Sami Zayn. I don't know. But honestly, whatever direction they go in, I wouldn't mind like the one-on-one, but I know it would be disappointing. And it wouldn't... To be honest, I'm going to say this right now. If it is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre one-on-one, that is not a Mania main event. That is a Mania opener. Like, full on. That is not a main event, folks. And I love Cody, but I have to be honest with that. So, yeah, while I do have Cody, please make this a triple threat with Jacob Fatu. Please. Oh boy, I'll tell you folks, the Elimination Chamber this year, it's a complicated one, it's an interesting one, mystery boxes, matches that are kind of ridiculous, title matches that we hope for the best outcome, but you know what? That's the joy with wrestling. Sometimes you'll get a great show, and other times you'll get the Men's Royal Rumble match. We don't need to elaborate any further. But yeah, I'll tell you that it is definitely going to be quite an interesting one with the Chamber. To be honest, folks, I don't know what's going to be our next show in our lineup, but you know, folks, whenever we are on, you know you are in for a good time. So we all thank you so much for tuning on in and enjoying. So, who would like to do the outro this time?
May I see us off?
Hell yeah, Beast, go right ahead.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we hope you enjoyed hearing us, the losers in our lounge, talk about, well, as Adam Blampier once said, beefy boys in a cage. Beefy boys take the stage. Beefy boys, all the rage. Let's go, Limmy Trambles. Yeah, he gets it. We will see you next time right here on the Losers Lounge podcast on youtube.com. Have a great day. Much love as always. Too sweet. Peace out, to use HeelBalor's line, and goodbye. Mwah! And good night. Bang!
Someone